talk about what just happened. After a painfully long 3-week absence, the pinnacle of automotive racing has returned. And with a spicy new format of 2 qualifying sessions and 2 races in one of the most notoriously tricky street circuits on the calendar, it was a fantastic build-up for an edge-of-your-seat thriller until it wasn't. Baku, the capital and largest city of Azerbaijan, located on a jetting peninsula in the Caspian Sea, is major to sea trade as well as petroleum production. It was also one of the main strategic points for Nazi Germany in the Battle of Stalingrad, as well as the 57th Eurovision Song Contest in 2012. The city of winds, not to be confused with the Windy City of bad sports and even worse pizza, has hosted Formula One since 2016 and has produced some tremendous racing within its tight, narrow, and succulent city streets. But as I laid there in the 4 a.m. darkness, contemplating my life choices and why my ex-wife Barbara left me for the pool boy, I couldn't help but to realize it was boring. An American lowrider, some spicy contact between 2 premier drivers, and a tire practically outshined any moment of racing across 100 laps. That was until the FIA decided to kick things up a notch and release the press into an active pit lane. But whether it was entertaining or not, there's still plenty to talk about. As every Grand Prix goes, some teams deliver the tasty goods, while others crash and burn into the side of a mountain. My name's Dylan Cope, and here are my winners and losers of the 2023 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Loser, Nick de Vries. Despite high praise coming into the Formula One season, following a sensational stand-in performance for Williams at Monza, has the rookie Dutchman shown any sparkle of relevance so far this season? 4 races, 2 DNF crashes, and 2 14th places later, there aren't many moments in Nick's short career that make him a standout in the grid. And while one may argue that the AT04 is not the most ideal equipment, teammate Yuki Tsunoda placed the car comfortably into Q3 for the main event qualifying, with longtime team principal Franz Tost being booted at the end of the season for Ferrari assistant team principal and race director Laurent Mekies. De Vries will surely need to beef up his rookie season soon, or face a very brief, long-awaited F1 career. Winner, Ferrari. No, the Italian Stallions did not secure a first-place finish in either the sprint race or the main event, but I can't be the only one who realized this is the first Grand Prix that there wasn't a single team strategy blunder. In my Melbourne review, I grilled the Scuderia for turning into a goopy marinara mess. Now, high praise for expertly timed pit stops, exceptional qualifying, good tire management, and an overall sharper team focus. In the end, Charles Leclerc was no match for the DRS straight-line speed of the Red Bulls once it came time to race, but nevertheless showed the world that Max Verstappen wasn't the fastest man over 1 lap. Winner, Sergio Perez. And just like Charles Leclerc showed the racing world that Max Verstappen wasn't the fastest across 1 lap, his very own teammate outpaced the championship-leading Dutchman across the entire race. Perez, who is a known force to be reckoned with in street circuits, took the lead following the Nick de Vries-related yellow flag and never gave it back. Despite holding a lower average speed, it was the slow-speed city corners where the Mexican outshined everybody else, picking up a P1 podium and closing the Drivers' Championship gap to just 6 points. It doesn't matter what team or driver you support, how much of an F1 fan you are, or where you're from, Sergio Perez is the only component that could make the 2023 Drivers' Challenge interesting. Loser, Alfa Romeo. In my preseason predictions for 2023, I nevertheless had confidence that the driver pairing of Valtteri Bottas and Zhou Guanyu, as well as the arrival of Chief Technical Officer Andreas Seidel from McLaren, would produce a stout midfield team that would consistently have one or both drivers finish within the points. But with round 4 in the books, the Swiss-based team has only 6 points to show, with Bottas' Q2 appearance on Friday qualifying being the team's best moment of the weekend. And I'm not kidding when I say that, as the following day during the sprint qualifying, both drivers were eliminated in round 1, and during both races, simply outpaced by the likes of Alpine, Williams, and even AlphaTauri. So what gives? Well, keep in mind that just a few years ago in 2019, Bottas dominated this very circuit over Lewis Hamilton for a P1 finish. Now reduced to 20th? I refuse to believe that this is anything other than an incredibly mediocre car. Are Seidel and new team chief Alessandro Bravi just coasting until the Audi takeover in 2026? Or have the other midfield teams simply closed the gap? Whatever the case may be, I truly hope Alfa Romeo, a name synonymous with F1, won't exit the sport without a fight. Loser, Max Verstappen. For the first time this season, or arguably the last 7 or 8 Grand Prix, Max Verstappen was out-qualified and out-raced, narrowly losing pole position to Charles Leclerc in both rounds of qualifying, and taking a back seat to his own blistering teammate Sergio Perez in both races. And while this is a small speed bump in his 2023 Drivers' Championship, it was clear that father, like son, Max didn't take the situation with much grace. I don't find the George Russell collision to be anything other than a simple racing incident over a 17-lap race, but nevertheless, the Dutchman grilled the Mercedes driver over the radio, which continued to be pettily encouraged by Red Bull.
Lovely job, Max. Without contact as well.
Leading to an awkward confrontation where George took the high road by walking away, and thus finishing with a still salty post-race interview. I'm not saying that Max can't be frustrated, I'm just saying that it's rather ironic that Max, known to be an aggressive driver, doesn't like other aggressive drivers. Loser, Alpine. Let's take a brief trip down memory lane. 3 weeks ago, both Alpines crashed into one another in Melbourne, an unfortunate incident that resulted in both cars needing extensive repairs. Then this weekend in Baku, Gasly's car catches fire almost immediately at the start of practice. But thanks to a combination effort of both Gasly and Ocon's race mechanics, the team was able to get the now blue A523 on track for qualifying. Their efforts paid off, with Gasly back on track in a miracle effort just in time for him to crash into a wall during Q1. And Ocon is eliminated in Q2. Well, no worries. Sprint qualifying is tomorrow, a new day, a new opportunity for the French team to, Gasly broke down and Ocon is out in Q2. Are you seeing a pattern here? Well, plot twist, neither of their races went well, emerging completely pointless and even further behind direct rivals, McLaren. Let's just hope that the French trio can hit the reset button for next week in Miami before more opportunities slip away. With my highs and lows shared, here are my Constructors' Power Rankings following the 4th Grand Prix of the Formula One season. Hopefully teams can carry this early season momentum or rectify their list of mistakes in time for the Miami Grand Prix just around the corner on May 7th. Thank you so much for watching my post-race analysis. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and subscribe for more zesty automotive news and entertainment. My name is Dylan Cope. This is Cope Automotive. Have a terrific day.